Well, joining us on Putting Rochester First Monday, Elaine Spaull, the Executive Director for the Center for Youth. Always nice to have you, Elaine. Let's start by talking about how things have changed during COVID-19 for you.
Well, good morning, Leah, and my friends at Channel 8. And, you know, we have some reflections on what's been going on in this months and months of disruption, as I call it. You know, it is clear to me that our community has found a way to respond, and no surprise to me that what we have seen is enormous amount of difficulty, sadness, sorrow, troubles, and yet, in the middle of it all, the most amazing generosity. So while we are focused on good health and being safe and following protocols and keeping our young ones safe, particularly those in our shelters, we are also here to say thank you to a community that rose up, that stood by us, that brought us everything from food to diapers. And, you know, that's been what's happened to the Center for Youth, and then even more so. We found ourselves keeping shelters open. We did not shelter in place the way other people did. We were essential first-line workers. Our shelters did not close. They were faced with some real challenges, as you can imagine, taking temperatures and increased PPEs and masks and gloves and sanitizers and all that, and keeping our babies in the nursery safe while their parents struggled with trying to get back to work, especially frontline essential workers. The Center for Youth staff did not disappoint, and they showed up every day. Many of them putting their own health at risk, just not sure what they would face. And then they had an opportunity to remind us all that we are in this together. We found that we were delivering more food, delivering more supplies, and on the streets more, giving food and supplies and diapers and all that to so many families, even when we could not house them. Our census, as you can imagine, at our shelters had to be controlled. It had to be reduced. It had to be managed. So while we would have a 12-bed shelter, maybe we were looking for 4 or 5 young people. In our nurseries, the same is true. It's also very difficult, as you can imagine, to keep a mask on a 2-year-old. Yeah. And so we did our very, very best. But Leah, I will tell you that in this year of tremendous disruption, we found shining stars amongst us. We've had people who every Friday night bring food to one of our apartment complexes, families who came in with diapers, all shapes and sizes, and who found themselves standing by our side. So while we have struggled and while we have seen enormous heartache from some of our families, we also know that the community rose up with us.
Always great to see people coming through. Always great to see you, Elaine. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks so much. God bless you all. Take care.
And you as well. And to find out more about how you can help, we have all the information posted on our website, rochesterfirst.com. And you can also text Rochester First to 41444. And of course, always visit rochesterfirst.com for more details on Putting You First Mondays.